Good morning, Dopey. This is Evan.
Morning, guys.
Welcome to Good Morning, Dopey, our deep yet often ultimately very shallow dive into the daily reflections. We are sitting on picturesque Corey Beach. Looks like Hawaii in this shot.
It's like sandals.
Yeah, it looks like something special. Here, look at this weird spray painted lion. And here, for the first time ever, is Winnie. Winnie, say hi. And we're going to do daily reflections. And today is, what's today? July 31st?
July 31st. But before we do that,
Yes,
Winnie, when we pulled up, Winnie came out of the car and she had to go to the bathroom, and Dave did a very nice job of cleaning it up. But Winnie went on the pavement and, he couldn't clean up the whole thing. So he took some grass from the ground and he covered it up and made a nice little patch so people wouldn't walk through it.
That's next
I thought
right
that
thing.
was very amicable.
Well, it's like yesterday, I brought Winnie to the meeting, right? And, and I'm very self-centered. And not in like the egomaniacal way, but the worried way, like how am I being perceived? Whatever.
Yeah,
what do you call
I can
that?
relate
Self-centered
to that.
fear,
Yeah.
whatever. So I sit down with Winnie in the middle, because I also hate at the meeting, like, there's more than enough people to make a circle, but for whatever reason, they all line up to sit in the sun and they don't make the circle, and it makes me crazy.
It bothers you?
Yeah.
Is that a little OCD or what is that?
It's just not conducive to a circle.
Yeah.
Like, what do you have a fucking bad circle for the meeting? I don't like that.
Actually, that does make a difference, because they say in like group therapy, like the circle makes the group more cohesive.
Of course.
Actually, you know what I'm saying?
And everyone needs to sit in the sun. So I always sit with my back to the sun to make the circle. And Winnie sits down next to me, shits right away. and I feel like, am I going to be associated with dog shit? Are they going to be like, that's dog shit, Dave? And I clean her up and then I start walking around.
You want that new nickname?
I don't, but now I have it.
Oh.
I
You just made it for yourself. I don't think anyone was thinking that.
Yeah, thank you. But I don't even like Dopey Dave, let alone dog shit Dave. Anyway, July 31st.
All right, let's do it. July 31st. A prayer for all seasons.
Yes.
God, grant us the serenity to
Nice.
accept the things we cannot change.
Give it to him,
Courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 125. The power of this prayer is overwhelming, in that its simple beauty parallels the AA fellowship. There are times when I get stuck while reciting it, but if I examine the section which is troubling me, I find the answer to my problem. The first time this happened, I was scared, but now I use it as a valuable tool. By accepting life as it is, I gain serenity. By taking action, I gain courage, and I thank God for the ability to distinguish between those situations I could work on and those I must turn over. All that I have now is a gift from God: my life, my usefulness, my contentment, and this program. The serenity enables me to continue walking forward. Alcoholics Anonymous is the easier, softer way.
See, I love this one. It's useful. The last 5 have been on the 7th tradition.
Oh, God.
You got
those
lucky.
Are rough.
Yeah,
those are rough. Good thing I missed those, because I don't know
getting
shit about that.
The last 5 were no, the 7th tradition is all meetings need to be self-supporting. That was the last 5 episodes.
How much could you talk on that?
I'm
really,
cursing out the screen the whole time. But the serenity prayer, it might be the greatest thing going in AA.
Absolutely. But for a long time when I first heard it was okay, everyone says it, but you never
take it apart.
Exactly. Take it apart and be okay, what does that really mean? What are the things that I can change and what are the things that I can't change? Because even with your defects, you're asking God to remove your shortcomings, right? So are those the things you can change, or that you have to give it to God? I think you could work to change them, but you also need some piece of just letting it go. You know what I'm saying?
The coolest thing about that, first of all, the serenity prayer is so good that normal people say it.
Yeah.
My dad likes it. My mom used to love it. If I have a friend who's in a crisis and I say that to them, they're like, wait, what did you say? Because it's profound. But the thing that you just said is a good thing. It's like there's snot all
I
over
know,
this thing.
from the people drinking at the bar. It's like
disgusting.
ketchup from like their burgers. I don't know, tomatoes.
I think that's
don't know.
snot. I think it's all
Oh,
snot
God.
on the deck. Here, I'm gonna use this tool.
Flick it off for me, man.
Get
it out of here.
It's gross.
Oh, that's like tomato snot. I don't know what that is.
You have a better brain than I do. I'm just like, that's straight from somebody's nose.
All right, that's good.
Now, the point you brought up, it's one of the cooler things about AA, and it's something that becomes easier with time, but I think it's just straight up in general. What is it? God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And that wisdom to know the difference, it's giving you hand in the situation. It's like, it's giving confidence that you actually have the wisdom to know the difference.
Just have to unlock it.
It's like Linda, my incredibly beautiful partner and wise woman, often will say, does she feel it in her gut, like the right decision or not the right decision? And I was never so confident in my feeling about something, but I think practicing principles, doing this work, I can just give up for a second and be like, well, what is my instinct telling me? What is the wisdom to know the difference? It's like that leeway is almost strength. And if you make the wrong choice, you didn't have the wisdom to know the difference.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think it took me a while to even like be able to trust myself, because every decision that I had made in my life through like active addiction had completely fucked up my life. So even in recovery early on, like it took me a while to even, what's up, Winnie? It took me a while to even like trust myself. Even when I knew it was the right decision, I would like second guess myself and be like, oh, is this actually the right decision? But that's why, I relied on other people in the beginning, my sponsor or, whoever at the meeting, to be like, all right, am I doing the right thing here? And then eventually, like, I regained some confidence and had that wisdom of, like, knowing, like, okay, like, what does the program tell me to do? Or what is truly the right thing to do? And like you said, you get that, they say the belly barometer or whatever, and you feel it in your gut after a while.
And I remember, like, I barely remember this, but, like, before I don't remember this in AA, but I remember in NA, like, I was a fucking wreck. In AA, I wasn't coming off of heroin. You know what I mean? Like, in AA, I was coming off of weed. In AA, I was coming off of weed, pills, and obsessive thinking. In NA, I was coming off of straight heroin and pills. And they were like, you cannot trust yourself to make a decision. You need to ask a sponsor for every decision you have.
That's how I felt for a while, though.
Yeah, and it's like, if you have a good sponsor, and like, your sponsor isn't the funniest guy in the world.
No.
But your sponsor's a good fucking guy.
But he's just like straight positivity. I've never seen him negative. Just like one of those people that are just like, it doesn't seem like anything bothers them at all.
All right, somebody's coming, so we're gonna be done there. Stay strong, Dopey Nation.
Fucking toodles for Chris.
Fucking toodles for Chris.